Hey there, people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Time check is 1 something a.m. and I'm rocking one of my latest watches from Casio. I really wanted this. I will do a morning thoughts episode if I still have energy left after two videos. I'll do one individual review, second will be a list, third thing perhaps I plan to do is the morning thoughts. I'll talk about this there. I really wanted this and I'll tell you the story. Okay, so first video I have for you is the fragrance. Many of you asked me to compare it to another perfume, so I will do let's say comparison as well, like a review and compare with its buddy. Okay, so the fragrance I'm about to review is Fragrance World. This is called Midori. Okay, so this fragrance I think has been reviewed by many reviewers, and this is actually a very popular inexpensive perfume, which you can see from the looks of it, the stallions and all that. Is very obvious what they're trying to replicate. This is supposedly a Greenley take or dupe. Okay, so it's a EDP 100 ml under $20. That's the box. Nothing crazy. I like that. And the bottle looks just like Greenley. If you see it from far, it's very easy to confuse this with Greenley. I used to own Greenley. I'll tell you a funny story. This is the bottle. It looks just like that. Some of you will mind this because it's intellectual property sort of thing. Yeah, it's true. But I like the bottle. It looks just like, and the cap, everything looks like the same. But even the weight is very good. But the cap, it's like that. The cap doesn't quite have that sound that you hear from the PDM. But anyway, I mean, I'm not complaining. Like for $20 budget, this looks very good. And then in the face, on the face, it's like this very polished, nice bottle. And I'm wearing this fragrance on my left hand. Show you the sprayer. Good atomizer. I'll say like 7.5 out of 10. Let's just go some mist on me. I just reapplying because I've been testing this. I know what this smells like. And let it settle down, let all the liquid disappear, and let me do show you the other one, the biggest competitor from French Avenue, and this is called Aether. I think Aether X-Ray. So this line I reviewed all three. This one, and then I think I have my favorite one is the red one. Is like, oh, it matches my watch, by the way. Okay, let me just show you. I'm in no rush. Okay, see that thing. This one is called Chaos, and then there's also one more which I actually plan to sell. I'm not wearing it that much. It's nice also, which is called Irida. Okay, so these two other one from this line, but we're not going to talk about those today. We're going to be talking about Aether because that one is also inspired by same fragrance, which is called Greenley. Okay, so for me, if you see side by side, let's just start side by side. First thing you'll notice is, if you do not know by now, they both are from the same company. Parent company is Fragrance World, and under them they have like a little bit higher line, which is called French Avenue. So basically, essentially they're the same house. Well, this is $20 within. This one is much more expensive. Somewhere it's $45, maybe within 40. So it's almost double the price of this. So what I'm going to tell you is what are the differences, if there is any, which one is more worth it, or which one is a better alternative to Greenley. We'll discuss those. Okay, so bottle presentation, definitely out of the two, I like both. I mean, both bottles are really beautiful, but French Avenue takes the cake with the bottle. It's more expensive and they give you really nice bottle design. And this bottle is still with me, macerating. This is the front Vice bottle, owner of USB. He sent me this perfume, but never ever, we don't get to meet, so it's still with me. So this one, let's say $40 versus $18 to $20. Okay, so we'll compare these. Okay, so let me just spray the French Avenue. The spray is also nice. It's like pressure atomizer, but honestly speaking, I like straightforward, because this ones, when they pump like that, like mist, it doesn't really get so much juice out. Okay, so personally I think the sprayer of Midori is better. So let me just tell you what this smells like and how long it lasts, then we'll compare this with that. So first of all, both of them are on my both hands. So left hand is this stuff, Midori. Okay, this stuff, there are two ways to look at this. Okay, first of all, let's just talk about performance. Performance is supper with the OG. Okay, like Greenley I used to own. The funny story is, first bottle I bought of Greenley, I finished it. Okay, I bought that myself. Second bottle was given by someone to me who is no longer with me, and apparently she got it as a gift. And then I was so mad halfway through the bottle or something, like 70%, that is 125 ml. I think I was 70-80% left. I sold off the bottle because out of frustration. Actually should have kept the bottle because I actually like the fragrance. Original Greenley gives that nice shampoo vibe with that apple smell, a lot of citrus, This one is like a synthetic version of that. Okay, quality wise, this is nowhere near Greenley, but also the price point is no longer nowhere near this with that. This, if I say 18 to $20, Greenley now I think is selling for $200 plus. So it's a very expensive fragrance, and most people say it's a designer fragrance, like Greenley and the other blue ones, like I reviewed Sedley. Some people said it's very nice. I personally said the Greenley was very beautiful, but it's a bit overpriced, but I liked it a lot. Okay, I will not lie. I like that fragrance like a lot. It's a very fruity perfume, but I got nose blind to it very quickly. After 1 hour, I don't smell Greenley. So for the price, it's really, really expensive. You're just paying for the brand. So as an alternative, this is very good stuff. In the opening, you hit with a little bit syntheticness. I personally feel not alcohol but synthetic. Like it's not that smooth, that lemony and that apple, like which lingers around, like in your face, and you really, really like crave for it. At first, this one doesn't give me that. Right now, it's been what now 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Now this one is giving me the vibe on the dry down. If I smelling it like from here, this distance, it smells just like Greenley. Okay, there is just like no two way about it. So if you smell it from close, it's a little bit synthetic. Even you can be hit with a little bit of alcohol plus if you smell it like let's say if there is the liquid on the hand. So I would say spray this. I didn't get any allergic reaction on my skin. I would say spray this on the clothes more. Okay, shower, on the hair, on the cap if you're wearing a hat. Okay, in that way this fragrance will be safer. Overall longevity I got from this was decent. Okay, I got 3.5 hours. Okay, in Bangladesh high heat and humidity condition, this kind of weather, any fragrance hardly lasts 2 hours tops, and the heavy ones last about 4, 5, 6 good hours. So from that perspective, 2 to 3 hours, no issue. It's a good decent performer for a freshie. Projection from this on the initial 1 hour, I also feel the same way about Greenley as this. I go nose blind to it. I have to literally do this. Is it there? After 1 hour, then I detect it. But normally, maybe people around me can smell it. So this thing like property like ISO is super sort of a vibe, which this fragrance make you feel that it's very weak, but it's not. And as time progresses, these fragrances they macerate and then they get stronger. I have seen this many Middle Eastern perfumes do that. So at first you might say, is it incomplete fragrance? No. For the price point, man, like Hawas is everything, it just gets stronger and stronger. Middle Eastern perfume are made like that. So this one, it's good. Okay, I like this. Overall vibe is very, very good. For the price, I do not think anyone should complain. Like this one, if you're wondering if it's the natural smelling one or if this is the niche quality, if it's the one-on-one, this on the dry down from far, it's almost like 90% if I have to pick a number. But when you smell it close and you smell it with Greenley side by side, then you know that, oh no, Greenley is the real OG, So there's no comparison of the quality. Quality is way superior in PDM, but remember that PDM, some fragrances, they do smell like designer high-end, and then when you see that, the price that you pay, they don't really feel niche, okay? Because some of the fragrances also are inspired by some other perfumes, So anyway, that's not the debate. For PDM, it's expensive. This is very, very budget friendly. And for 100 ml, this presentation, I don't think anyone should mind given the price of perfumes right now in the market. That's my assessment. Overall, this fragrance get a strong 8.7. Okay, now let me compare this with Aether, okay? Which one is better? Which one you should pick? If your concern is not money, like as an alternative, you spend 35, 45, whatever dollars. This definitely is more expensive, the box presentation, everything. If you check out my review, it's much more better, like obviously. It looks like more work has been done, nicer. And obviously the scent profile, okay? This is better done, okay? This one feels like a designer. This one feels like a Middle Eastern, okay? That's the basic difference. So even though they are from the same house essentially, I think Aether is a better fragrance, okay? In terms of when I smell it, it smells more natural. It's closer to Greenley. This is more like a 9. Okay, let's just give it 8.5 and I give this 9. Okay. Okay, wait. That's just too close. Okay. If I compared both of these, this is 8 and this is 9. Okay. This is very, very good quality perfume. It's really nice, but initial days I felt this was too soft. So for the price point, if I pay for this 20 under and I pay for this 40, I would definitely feel performance is a big, concern. Then I would say, again, this one is a good contender, the Midori. Okay, so this one overall for performance, this is a champion. This one smells more prominent, lasts longer. It's like stronger, synthetic but stronger. This one feels smoother, softer, but ingredients wise, this feels like better quality, robust, and this one's more like a creamy, that apple, like the musky, citruses. This is a better quality fragrance. So if budget is not an issue, I would suggest this. But if you ask overall, this one gets a 9 for composition, this one gets like 8. But overall champion out of the two, if you just say pick for budget, or pick for value. Out of the two, you don't need both, because end of the day, on air, both smell like the same, okay? But since this one lasts longer, price is almost half, and does almost the same thing in a synthetic way, I pick this one. You know, overall champion. You know, like this fragrance, you can buy 2 bottles of it. It will give you more service than this. But then again, remember, this one is a better quality ingredients, and when you smell it, you'll know the quality is good. So overall, I like both. I mean, you cannot go wrong. But this one is a champion. So I would say Midori, 8 out of 10 out of the two. But this one still takes the cake. It's funny, but that's how that works. Thanks for watching. And basically, it's a summer scent, right out of the shower, shampoo smell. Just like one of the citrus, fruity scent, just perfect for summer days. You need to reapply 2-3 hours every 2-3 hours, but for $20, I don't think you should mind. Thanks for watching. Let's do a list, and then we'll do a morning thoughts. Take care.